South Africa Incorporated, the rise and reign of the Oppenheimer Empire, the birth of a dynasty. In the early 20th century, Ernest Oppenheimer, a German immigrant, laid the foundation of a financial empire that would shape South Africa's economic and political destiny. Arriving in Kimberley, he quickly rose through the ranks of mining interests, eventually founding Anglo-American Corporation in 1917 with financial backing from J.P. Morgan. This was the beginning of a dynasty that would dominate not only mining but also banking, insurance, and global finance. Constructing an empire. Under Ernest and later his son Harry Oppenheimer, Anglo-American and its diamond-armed De Beers became titanic forces in South Africa's economy. With strategic cross-holdings and acquisitions, the Oppenheimers controlled a vast network of companies. At its peak, Anglo was responsible for a quarter of the national economy. Through pyramid structures and interlocking directorates, they formed what critics dubbed a state within a state. The illusion of liberalism. Harry Oppenheimer often presented himself as a critic of apartheid, supporting liberal causes and opposing the National Party in Parliament. However, South Africa Incorporated challenges this narrative, arguing that his public liberalism masked the reality of complicity. For instance, Barclays National Bank, where he held significant shares, invested in South African defense bonds. Anglo subsidiaries were also linked to state military and security apparatuses. Mining and the machinery of apartheid. The empire's mining operations were deeply embedded in the apartheid labor system. In 1973, a protest at the Carltonville mine turned deadly when management summoned police, resulting in 11 deaths. The company's subsidiary, AECI, manufactured tear gas used during the Soweto uprising. These incidents suggest that the Oppenheimers' wealth was not merely built on business acumen but on the backs of disenfranchised workers under state-enforced racial segregation. Web of wealth, the global reach. While dominating South Africa, the Oppenheimers also expanded their reach internationally. Through companies like Menorca in Bermuda, they invested in North American coal, uranium, and gold. By the 1980s, they were among the top foreign investors in the U.S., influencing markets far beyond Africa. Their global strategy insulated them from domestic upheaval and allowed continued growth despite sanctions and protests. A shadow government. The Oppenheimer influence extended into South Africa's politics. Though never elected to high office, their control over capital gave them informal but profound power. Government decisions were often influenced by Anglo's interests, and in many ways, policy was shaped not in Parliament but in the boardrooms of Johannesburg. Legacy of controversy. Today, the Oppenheimer legacy is contested. To some, they were visionaries who modernized South Africa's economy. To others, they were enablers of a brutal system who profited from oppression. South Africa Incorporated does not offer simple answers, but rather forces readers to confront uncomfortable truths about how wealth and power operate in unequal societies. Please, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share to others for more content. Thank you for watching.